Going to go ahead and call the meeting to order for the Suffolk Public Schools 2023 organizational meeting. At this time, I'm going to call on Dr. Judith Brooks Buck to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Dr. Buck.
Would you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
You may be seated. We'd like to take the time to welcome everyone once again to the 2023 organizational meeting. I see that we have several of our local leaders that have joined us tonight. First of all, I want to give a thank you to Randy Carter, Clerk of the Court, who will be swearing in our new school board members. We also have Vice Mayor Lou Ward that is here. We also have Delegate Clinton Jenkins that is here representing the General Assembly. We are going to begin with our oath of office for our school board members. We are going to go in the following order. We're going to start with one of our newest school board members, Dr. Dawn Marie Brittingham, representing the Holy Neck Borough. And Dr. Brittingham, if you have any family members that want to join you as you're taking your oath of office, they can do so if they choose.
We meet again. Yes, sir. Excuse me. If you raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Yes, sir.
I, Dr. Dawn Marie Brittingham,
I, Dr. Dawn Marie Brittingham,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge all the duties
duties
incumbent upon me as
upon me as
a member of the school board
a member of the school board
for the city of Suffolk,
for the city of Suffolk,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Next to take the oath of office will be Ms. Kimberly Slingluff, representing the Chuckatuck Borough.
Come on down, as they say on the game. Whatever side you want to be on, sir. That's fine. I'm used to working on that. Don't worry. Okay. If you raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Kimberly Slingluff,
I, Kimberly Slingluff,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
incumbent upon me as
incumbent upon me as
a member of the school board
a member of the school board
for the city of Suffolk,
for the city of Suffolk,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Next, in representing the Cypress Borough, we have Ms. Karen Jenkins, who one of our re-elected school board members. Ms. Jenkins.
Is that everybody? Is that everybody? Just make sure I get everybody before I get started. So, if you raise your right hand, please repeat after me. I, Karen Jenkins,
I, Karen Jenkins,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
and that I will faithfully and impartially
I will faithfully and impartially
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
incumbent upon me as
incumbent upon me as
a member of the school board
a member of the school
for
board
the city of Suffolk,
for the city of Suffolk,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Karen.
Thank you.
And also re-elect the school board member, Mr. Tyron Riddick, representing the Suffolk Borough.
You have any family here? Okay, just checking. If you raise your right hand, please repeat after me. I, Tyron Riddick,
I, Tyron Riddick,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge all the duties
discharge all the duties
incumbent upon me as
incumbent upon me as
a member of the school
a
board
member of the school board
for the city of Suffolk,
for the city of Suffolk,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Tyron.
Thank you.
Thank you, Clerk Carter. I also see that we've been joined by Councilman Leroy Bennett, who has also joined us tonight. Thank you, Mr. Bennett, for being here. For the school board organizational meeting, we will open up with nominations of the chairperson, nominations for vice chair. We will also appoint the clerk and deputy clerk for this calendar year, setting of school board member and chair salaries, setting of school board meetings for the 2023 calendar year, approval of board member appointments, finance committee, legislative committee, school board policy review committee, also foundations and boards that our school board members serve on, the Access College Board, Governor School for the Arts, CSEP, Suffolk Education Foundation, as well as our voting delegate and alternate for the Virginia School Board Association, and the WHRO Heretta Educational Advisory Board. We will also determine or finalize the superintendent's designees to execute documents to appear at meetings in the absence of the superintendent. At this time, I'm going to open up nominations for the chairpersons, and I will begin with our outgoing chair, Dr. Buck.
Thank you. I'd like to nominate a person who has served on the school board and who has demonstrated her willingness to learn the job, to learn what the school board, working on the school board is about, who served on several boards, and who serves now as the Tidewater Regional Interim Director of the VSBA, Mrs. Karen Jenkins, to be chair of the school board.
Thank you, Dr. Buck. Are there any other nominations for school board chair?
Yes, sir. I would like to nominate Tyron Riddick for school board chair.
Thank you, Dr. Brittingham. We now have 2 nominations for school board chair. Are there any other nominations for school board chair? Hearing none, I'm going to close the nominations for school board chair. I'm going to instruct that a roll call vote led by our school board clerk, Ms. Tasha Gardner, occur. I'm going to ask that each board member will indicate the board member that they are voting for by stating board member so-and-so for chair. The board member who receives a majority of the votes will become the chair and then will lead the rest of the meeting. Ms. Gardner, I'll turn it over to you for a roll call vote.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Howell.
Board Member Riddick.
Board Member Jenkins.
Board Member Jenkins.
Board Member Brittingham.
Board Member Riddick.
Board Member Riddick.
Board Member Riddick.
Board Member Slinglove.
Board Member Riddick.
Board Member Byram.
Board Member Jenkins.
Board Member Brooks-Buck.
Board Member Jenkins.
Board Member Riddick is the new chairperson.
At this time, the nominations for the office of vice chair is now open.
Mr. Riddick, I would like to nominate Heather Howell as vice chair.
Are there any additional nominations? At this time, we close the nominations. Okay. And Madam Clerk, just for record purposes, could you still do the roll call vote, please?
Board members, please vote. Board Member Howell?
Yes.
Board Member Jenkins? Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Riddick?
Yes.
Board Member Slingluff?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck?
Abstain.
Motion passed.
Okay. Congratulations, Vice Chair Howe. At this time, the next item on the agenda is the appointment of clerk and deputy clerk through December 31st, 2023. Do we have any recommendations, comments, or discussion regarding the action item number 5? Okay, there being none, we will need a vote to approve Ms. Gardner as our clerk and Ms. Hicks as our deputy clerk from to date to December 31st, 2023. Do we have a motion?
You mean a motion?
I'm sorry, who said that?
Second.
The motion has been made by Board Member Jenkins and second by Board Member Buck. At this time, we will have Ms. Gardner, it's in your hand for a roll call.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Howell?
Yes.
Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Riddick?
Yes.
Board Member Slingluff?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay. The next item is the setting of school board members and chair salaries. At this time, do we have a motion to approve the salaries as they are?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Who's second? Okay. The motion has been made by Board Member Brooks Buck and second by Board Member Byram. Madam Clerk?
Board members, please vote. Board Member Howell?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Board Member Slingluff?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck?
Yes.
Motion passed.
The next item of business is the setting of the school board meetings for 2023 calendar year. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we use the calendar as approved for 2023 for our school board meetings.
I second.
The motion has been made by Board Member Byram and second by Board Member Brooks Buck. Madam Clerk?
Board members, please vote. Board Member Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Board Member Slingluff?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck?
Yes.
Motion passed.
At this time, I would like to go into a 5-minute recess to review the resumes that were submitted. And after recess, we will come back and resume for the appointments to committees of the board. Thank you. Thank you all so much for your patience as we toiled long and hard to ensure that we put the right people in the right places. So at this time, we will call our meeting back into session. And we are going to take them one by one. Committee appointments for the Suffolk City School Board Standing Committee of Finance. The appointments are Chairman Riddick and Vice Chair Howell. Can I have a motion to approve? Yes, we're going to do them separate.
The policy states that you are, so yes, move to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay.
I did.
The motion was made by Board Member Buck and second by Board Member, I couldn't tell who, Board Member Brittingham. Are there any discussion? And this committee selection is dictated by policy.
Is there an alternate for this committee as well?
The alternate for this committee will be Dr. Buck and Board Member Slinglove. Dr. Buck, would you amend your motion to accept the alternates?
Yes. I move that we accept the assignments as noted.
All right. Madam Clerk, seeing your hands for a roll call vote.
Board members, please vote. Vice Chair Howell,
Yes.
Board Member Jenkins,
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham,
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick,
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove,
Yes.
Board Member Byram,
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck.
Yes.
Motion passed.
The next committee is the Policy Review Committee. This year, we decided to do something a little different. We increased the number of participants that serve on the Policy Review Committee from 2 to 3. And the board members we recommend, the board members we have selected to serve on that committee are Dr. Brooks Buck, Dr. Brittingham, and Ms. Barham, and the alternate will be Vice Chair Howell. And this was conferred with the attorney prior to us making this recommendation. If we could have a motion on the floor and a second, we will then open the floor for discussion.
So move.
Second.
Motion has been made by Board Member Jenkins. Board Member Jenkins, and second by Board Member Brittingham. Is there any discussion? Oh, correction, Board Member Howell. If you all could make sure you speak into your mics, it would make it easier for record purposes. Are there any discussion in regard to the motion that's on the floor?
I'd like to ask a question. We just changed the policy and we just did what? What did we do? We just added somebody to the policy committee.
Yes.
And we did that without, what did we do?
What we did, we conferred with the attorney to verify that what increasing the number to serve on policy review committee from 2 to 3, that it was not in violation of any board standing policies or ordinances that we have, and it was confirmed that that was not a violation. So we increased it from 2 people to 3 after conferring with the attorney. So Attorney Waller, I'm going to ask that you speak to this, please.
The policy does not include the number of people to serve on the Policy Review Committee. It has been the practice of the board to have 2, but that's not in your policy.
So we just added some folks on it.
Yes, we added one additional standing committee member for the policy review.
What is the reason? Not from the audience, but from the board members?
Let's dial back a little. I'm gonna address the reason, but let me set the tone now.
Thank you, Mr. Riddick.
Although we all come from different backgrounds and we all have different wishes of how we want to see things done, there are no big I's, little U's, big wheels in regards to how we're going to move forward. We are in this together. Each board member is expected to be respectful of the next board member and the citizens. Likewise, the citizens are expected to be respectful as well. When we put our personal feelings in the way and allow our personal feelings and personal vendettas to cloud our judgment, the students lose. We are in the business of educating students and putting students first. So any outburst from anyone that is disorderly, whether we're sitting on the dais or sitting in the audience, will not be tolerated. We are in this thing together. We are one city, one Suffolk, one SPS, and we're going to move forward. Dr. Buck, the reason why we wanted to increase from 2 to 3 is we believe it makes it more efficient. Some things that come to the board should die in committee. But when you have policies that plague the agenda with 17 or 11 different readings on policies, it tends to delay progress. So we wanted to see how it would work with 3 standing board members. The vice chair and I conferred with the attorney. It was found that it was not in violation of any standing policy. So we feel this is the best direction going forward, and we wanted to explore that option. And if it doesn't work, at that point we can come back and address it, but we want to give it a try.
Thank you, Mr. Riddick.
All right, appreciate you. Are there any more discussion regarding the Policy Review Committee appointments and alternates? Madam Clerk, could you reread the motion and then move forward with the roll call vote?
The motion was to accept the Policy Review Committee recommendation of members, Dr. Brooks-Buck, Dr. Brittingham, and Ms. Byram as the members, and the alternate would be Board Member Howell.
Correct. Could you do the roll call vote?
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks-Buck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay. The next committee is the Legislative Committee, and the appointees for this committee is Board Member Jenkins, Board Member Slinglove, and Board Member Howell serving as the alternate. Do we have a motion to accept the recommendations of the chair?
So moved.
Who moved the motion?
Howell. Board Member Howell.
Do we have a second?
Second.
The motion has been made by Vice Chair Howell, second by Board Member Jenkins. Is there any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk?
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks-Buck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
The next committee is Access College. The appointee for that committee is Board Member Kim Slinglove, with the alternate Board Member Karen Jenkins. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
The motion has been made by Vice Chair Howell and properly seconded by Board Member Jenkins. At this time, is there any discussion regarding the committee appointment? There being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooksbuck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
The next committee is CSEP. The appointee for this committee is Dr. Brooks Buck, with the alternate of Dr. Brittingham. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
The motion was made by Dr. Brooks Buck and second by Vice Chair Howell.
I seconded it.
I'm getting your
Dr.
voices
Brittingham.
mixed up. Dr. Brittingham. Let the record reflect and says Dr. Brittingham. I got to keep looking that direction. Y'all sound similar. Is there any discussion regarding the committee appointments? There being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooksbuck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
The next committee is the Suffolk Education Foundation, and the appointee for that committee is Board Member Karen Jenkins and Vice Chair Howell as the alternate. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. The motion was made by Vice Chair Howell and second by Dr. Brooks Buck. At this time, is there any discussion? There being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooksbuck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Our next committee is WHRO, and the committee appointee for that committee is Board Member Kim Slinglove and alternate Chair Tyron Riddick. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
The motion was made by our illustrious Board Member Brittingham and second by our outstanding Board Member Dr. Brooks Buck. At this time, is there any discussion regarding the committee appointments? There being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooksbuck?
Yes.
Board Member Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Our next committee is Governor's School. The appointee for that committee is Chair Tyron Riddick, alternate Dr. Brooks Buck. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. The motion has been made by Board Member Brittingham and second by Board Member Brooks Buck. Is there any discussion regarding the motion that's on the floor? There being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooksbuck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay. And our last committee is the VSBA, and that those appointees are Board Member Riddick, not Board Member Riddick, Chair Riddick and Vice Chair Howe. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. The motion has been made by Board Member Brittingham and second by Board Member Vice Chair Howe. Is there any discussion regarding the appointees and the motion that's on the floor? There being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you all so much. The next item of business is the superintendent designees. We're asking, at this time, we're going to ask Dr. Gordon to present who his designees are.
Yes, thank you, Chair Riddick. My designees will be our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Akima Branch, and our Chief of Administrative Services, Dr. Rodney Brown.
Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
The motion has been made to approve the recommendation of Dr. Branch and Dr. Brown to serve as the superintendent designee. Did I miss one? It was second by Board Member Jenkins.
No.
Well, they both said it, Board Member Jenkins and Board Member Byram. They both second the motion at the same time. Is there any discussion? All right, there being none, Madam Clerk.
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks Buck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Before we adjourn, I just want to close on this note before we open the floor for a motion to adjourn. We are one city, one school division. It is our goal to mend the fence. We cannot function divided. We cannot do our best job divided. We cannot move in the best interest of anyone if we are alienating persons. We have to come together. You may not understand me at all times, and I may not understand you. And truth be told, we're human. We're not going to understand each other. But we have to be willing to put aside the isms, the racisms, the sexisms, the classisms, the denominationalisms, and I'm going to invent a word, the foolishnisms. I just invented that, okay? Let me get my credit for it before it goes viral. We have to put aside those small, mediocre differences. We have more in common than we have against each other. This is a new day. If we're going to continue to move Suffolk Public Schools forward, we need you as partners, not as liabilities. We are in this thing together. If the school system is failing, the city bond rating is affected. The value of your homes are affected. Our crime population is affected. So I need everybody on Team SPS to push Suffolk Public Schools. We're not trying to tear down the school system from within. We are not going to create narratives that take away from the good things that we are doing. But we are going to address the things that we need to improve upon. In closing, it's no big I's, no big U's, no big wheels. We are in this thing together. It's about our students. And I close every meeting in the last quarter of last year with this quote, and I'm going to close it today. If we keep student success as our primary focus, we cannot go wrong. But the moment student success is no longer our primary focus, that's the very moment we begin to go wrong. So whatever personal agendas, whatever stuff people got planned, let's set it aside and let's move forward for one goal, and that is to continue to advance our students. Do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
The motion has been made by Board Member Brooks-Buck and second by Board Member Brittingham. Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Board members, please vote. Board Member Jenkins?
Yes.
Board Member Brittingham?
Yes.
Board Member Slinglove?
Yes.
Board Member Byram?
Yes.
Board Member Brooks-Buck?
Yes.
Vice Chair Howell?
Yes.
Board Chair Riddick? Motion passed.
This meeting is hereby adjourned.